Hi everyone, we are from Group 5, Class A of Biology 2017. Today we are going to presenting our presentation about animal ecology. Before we start, allow us to introduce ourselves. I am Michelle Kathleen Simanjunta as moderator, Frankie Hasehatan Butar-Butar as speaker, John Alvin Daniel Saragi as speaker, Ivan Indramanto Lumban Gaul as speaker, and Latifa Abdillah Ningrum as speaker. Okay, let's start. We are going to discuss about animal ecology. But first, let me ask you something. What is ecology? The word ecology comes from Greek word oikos, means house or surrounding, and logos means study or knowledge. So simply, ecology can be defined as the study of surrounding animals, humans being. Ecology can be defined as scientific study or relationship of living organisms with each other and with their environment. So it's about relationship that have a broad coverage. It can be human with nature, animal with nature, or even plant with nature. But today we are going to discuss about animal ecology. Yes, the scope is about animal ecology concerns the relationships of individuals to their environments, including physical factors and other organisms, and the consequence of these relationships for evolution, population, growth and regulation, and also interactions between species. Why is it so important to study animal ecology? Because ecology is a branch of biology that studies about the ecosystem or environment and living things that have a reciprocal relationship with the environment. If the environment or living things in the ecosystem are damaged, then other living things are threatened with extinction due to the unavailability of food from the environment, or will be able to cause an unstable environment. So that's why we need to study about animal ecology. Okay, so next will be presented by Latifa. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Latifa Ningrum Abdillah. Here I will explain the subchapter of animals ecology materials, namely development of animals ecology and the scope of animals ecology. Development of animals ecology. Some historians argue that ecology dates back to the day of Darwin. Through an cycle, while older historians claim that since the day of Theophrastus or Aristoteles, friend and relative, who worked the mutual relationship between living things and their environment. Two experts who are known as pioneers of animals ecology are Charles Adam and Victor Salford. Adam published his work until a guide of the study of animals ecology in 1913. Will Salfron published a book until animals communities in temperate America in the same year. Long before, Humboldt and Carl Moebius in 1877 had developed the concept the community. Moebius himself proposed the term bioscience for the community. The next two European experts who contributed to animals ecology were Nice or German, and Carlos Elton or English. His work about until Tigerophy of Ecologists her Granley published in 1924. Will Elton published the books Animals Ecology, published in the year in 1927. Both of these publications had a strong influence of the development of animals ecology in the United States. Modern animals ecology emerged in 1949. After 5 generation ecology from the University of Chicago or UCLA, Emerson, Thomas Park, Orlando Park, and Smith published the Encyclopedia Principle of Animals Ecology. The development of animals ecology in the next period in mass influenced by science which is quite related to behavior, especially ecology. Next, the scope of animals ecology. 1. Local and regional distribution or geography and abundance of animals population. 2. Physiological regulation, response, and adaptation of structure and response and adaptation of behavior to change in environment condition. 3. Periodic change, for example daily, seasonal, and yearly of the prey activity and abundance of animals population. 4. Population dynamic and community dynamic, namely discussing animals interaction patterns in population and community. 5. Separation of niche ecology, speciation and evolutionary ecology. 6. Energetic and secondary productivity. 7. System ecology and modeling by focusing on his component.
Okay, I will explain about the habitat, the presence or extent of a place in a place, as well as the spread on the surface of the earth, which is always associated with what is called the habitat and ecological niches. Habitat is not the same as a niche. In this case, we will discuss the niche in animal habitat. Habitat can be defined as an environment where it lives, where animals grow over animal can be obtained in a simpler form, referred to as an edge or phrase of residence broadly speaking. Four main types of habitat can be identified, namely habitat of freshwater vessel, marine habitat, habitat of brackish vessel, and terrestrial habitat. What are the main habitat characteristics? What are the limiting factors? What are the life form or habit of animals that are entered? Number 1. Microhabitat. Microhabitat in the most suitable and most suitable local environment for animals. Example: rodential hole, rattenwood, and either. In the forest full, for example, a counter diplopoda type, which regulate certain microhabitats. Number 2. Habitat classification. Distribution of habitat is basically based on time. From the point of view of a place of life, a place exists. Number 1. Constant, which conditionally and relatively good or relatively bad. Number 2. Be happy. Be happy is a better and worse habitat change condition or possible and no possible. Number 3. Uncertain. That is the period with good condition. The duration varies. Period with a condition that is no good. The duration also varies. Number 4. Ephemeral, which is a period of good condition that lasts briefly. It's followed by a period of poor condition and that lasts very long.
Hello, good afternoon all. Good news, right? Okay, before I start off my presentation, I first introduce my name. My name is Ivan Indramantul Mangaul of class Nordic Biology I. Okay, thank you. First, I will explain about the needs. First, ecological needs is the total number of access of biotic and abiotic resource by the environment in their environment. One way to approve the concept is through an analog made by ecologist Eugen Kodum. If habitat is one of the address, the needs or the needs is the job. In other words, the needs of a species is its ecological role in how it fits in with an ecosystem. Relates to tropical tree population, for example, consists of many variables, including in temperature range that can be tolerant, the size of the tree where it is perched, the time of daytime active compilation, and the size and type of problem it adds. Next, the term's fundamental needs is the ideal set of results based on the theory asset by an eco-association under ideal circumstances. Ultimate, its participation in involved in network of the interaction with other species population, and biological barriers, such as competition, predation, or the absence of some stable resource, can be assessed to support the as of their fundamental needs. Real resources are assessed by participation, colored needs, or realist needs. Now we can restate the of principle of competitive inclusion to state that two species cannot live together in a community if they are related to them. Ecologically related species, however, can live together in a community if there is one or more meaningful in their needs. Needs, if two species depended on a particular source in their environment, then they compete with each other to get that source most often. Then constant source are fought, but there can also be things like shelter, nesting sites, air source, and plates, uh, sunlit place, or for plants. All ecological requirement are species which are the needs ecological species. Uh, the next, habitats and needs. Animal dwelling are called habitat. Public habitat, including muddy soil, dams, koala, desert, and so on. In the group, group, partner division are available. So, so some, so some animal on the edge of the lake map in the moods will other life among the plants. Such habitat subdivision are called microhabitat. The ecological needs of the organism must be available in its habitat. However, the concept of a need involves considerations that are not merely the adopt of organism, the position occupied by a species in food webs is a major factor in determining its ecological needs. The next, but other factors are also involved. For example, the range of temperature, humidity, salinity, and so on, which can be accepted be a vary to species in a habitat to help determine its ecological needs. By knowing knowing the address or habitat of someone, then we know where we are looking for that person. But if we know to walk habits and way how to that person associates with other people in the community, we will find out more about the person. Likewise, an animal ecological needs includes all aspects of the position occupied by the animal in the ecosystem in which it lives. Okay, so I say for you attention. Thank you very much.
Hello, good afternoon all. Good news, right? Okay. Before I start my presentation, I will introduce myself. My name is John Alpin Daniel Saragi, the class of Non-Lic Biology 2017. Okay, thank you. First, I will explain about the animal ecology, defense tools and mechanism. Sea cucumbers can change their bodies under different conditions from solids to soft to defend themselves. In Wikipedia explain like this, like other synonyms. Their animals have a type of collagen on their skin that is able to secrete or absorb more liquid, which effectively changes itself from a state of liquid to solid. They are able to turn their bodies into the small paste and become solid slimes that cannot be broken down. More miracles than just splitting into pieces that are part of his body. These animals also change the inside of his body into out, so they fluid from the digestive system can be toxic to the enemy. Next, hagfish. Hagfish in the Pacific Ocean have a disgusting way to defend themselves. When it is under attack, it will spit out impurities that can suffocate and sharpness of breath by wrapping the predator in thick, sticky material, and unfortunately, sometimes this animal trap itself into this defense mechanism, but usually he will twist his body into knots to escape from the sticky trap. 4. Hairy frogs. Hairy frogs or horror frogs deliberately break their bones and make them look like cat's claws. Like Wolverine, it's only dirty and scary because it's a white frog. Scientists do not understand why the claws can be pulled back after penetrating the skin. According to the neuroscientist, Trichobaratus robustus is actively working his bones to make claws that pierce the tips of his toes. This possibility when feeling threatened. 5. Bombardier beetles. Bombardier beetles may look innocent, but these animals are famous for being able to spray hot and poisonous liquids at their predator candidates. Next, 6. Horned lizard. Horned lizards look like ordinary lizard form in the Southwest America. This lizard does not use its horns as a means of self-defense when attacked, but by pump a cavity in his nose until the blood flowing in his eyes erupt and spew blood at his enemy. 7. Cuscus. Cuscus or skunk is actually an interesting little mammal, and some people also make it a pet. Cuscus are omnivorous but will die if there are no insect or bees. Their favorite food, although their extraordinary aroma can be smelled very far away, their vision is very weak, and most cuscus can only see up to a distance of 10 feet. As a result, many werewolves have died because they were hunted by humans. A member of the Mustelidae family can smell, but cuscus is the best known. Cuscus, a nerve perform, is very powerful that if sprayed directly, the victim will experience blindness for a moment. 8. Squirrel. Cut-letter squirrels have many tricks for their defense mechanism. He can pretend to be dead. He can remove the foam in his mouth so that predator will treat him like poisoning or pain. These animals also emit green anal fluids that smell like a pungent aroma cuscus. The squirrel pretends to die, which is actually like fainting for a moment, thus making predators who really want to kill him reluctant to approach him. Okay, 9. Potato beetles. Potato beetles protect itself with a pungent odor to prevent it from being prey. Potato beetle manure is actually poisonous to its predator with a pungent odor but quite effective. Okay, so I say for your attention, thank you very much.
Fine. That's all from our presentation. We really thank you for your attention, and please stay healthy during this pandemic by doing social distancing, and don't forget to wash your hands after going out or using public transportation or public facilities. Thank you.